Alright, this is my first real video. Today's topic is why the Packers absolutely need to trade for Trey Hendrickson. Worry not, I am a qualified source of the highest validity, so my opinions are basically gospel. Now, getting into the video, assuming we keep Yair Alexander, this is a very complete roster aside from some spots on the defensive line. We have a loaded secondary with Jair, Hobbs, Nixon, Valentine, McKinney, Williams, Bullard, etc. And this is reflected in the wild card loss against the high-powered Eagles. We hold them to only 22 points. The problem was the offense. Oh Lord, the offense. Josh Jacobs, my glorious king, is the only one that showed up to win. After that diabolical call from the refs, I as- that aside, I firmly believe that Nixon recovered the ball. I knew there was no room for error, and oh boy, I then proceeded to watch Dontavian Wicks get absolutely violated by Darius Slay, and then Reed and Dobbs went down with injury at some point or another, and our our backups had to go in. Malik Heath did Malik Heath things, and McManus missed. I think, I think what was it? I think it was the first field goal he's ever missed in the postseason, and that's how we ended up only scoring 10 points. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that. I think it was Elton Jenkins, one of our linemen, got injured, and the replacements they put in for him, they like insta lost every single snap. That's why I believe we had a great draft because for the first time in a while, the offense let the defense down, which is concerning because typically it's like the other way around. Right. So I like the draft because the first three picks all addressed what went wrong that game. The the fucking Matthew Golden, great pickup. Anthony Bolton, we got him a little bit we got a reach on him, but I was watching film on him and he's great. And let's see, and we also got Savion Williams, which he's gonna be a dog in the NFL. Mm. And I believe that those three picks should help Jordan Love take the next step, perhaps even elevating the offense into the elite category. Now, going on the defensive side of the ball, there is one glaring hole on it, that being the edge position. The Packers finished on the wrong side of pressure percentage across the league, often leaving the defensive backs out to dry. Now, what could possibly remedy this issue? Well, you read the title, so you already know. The Packers need to trade for Trey Hendrickson to really help the defense go from great to elite. Now, what would the Packers have to do give up in order to go get him? I would be happy if we got him for a second round pick, or if we traded a third and some other combinations of later picks. He obviously is worth a first round pick, and that's speaking purely talent wise, but he is due a massive contract and he is on the wrong side of 30. hmm So, dude, so those two constraints, I would be very happy if we got him for a second round pick. If we were to get him for a first, it would be a bit of an overpay, certainly. But I wouldn't be too mad since we are in a win now mode, and Brian Gutekunst isn't exactly known for his first round picks. Plus, it would finally get to Rashawn Gary the help he needs and could provide guidance for Lucas Van Ness, Brennan Cox Jr., and the two pickups, Baron Sorrell and Colin Oliver. In addition, the Packers have a damn that schedule is really tough. Like especially at the end, is that shit brutal. I think it's all divisional games and then the Ravens. Damn. So having Trey Hendrickson on the team will really help with the elite teams we will be facing. Brian Gutekunst said it himself. It's time to compete, and I believe that the offense next year will be elite, and the defense could with the addition of Hendrickson. Let's go through the schedule, and I'll give you my thoughts. First, without Trey Hendrickson, and then after, I'll see we can win a few more games with. Week 1 versus the Lions. This is a must-win game. Must win. You're setting the tone for the season, and you really don't want to lose yet another home game to a division rival. Plus, With the Lions coaching staff being gutted, it's a very winnable game, as I believe they will start slower than they did last year and heat up as the season goes on. I have the Packers winning this game. Next, week 2 versus the Commanders. I have the Packers losing because it's a turnaround. I think it's on Thursday night, and they have to turn around and face a really tough team. Next week is week 3 versus the Browns. It's an easy win. They're gonna have who? Shador Sanders, Dylan Gabriel, Joe Flacco, Kenny Pickett. Yeah, the easy win. Moving on. Week 4 is against them Bulls. With the Packers are just different when they play the Cowboys. I think it will be a tough game because George Pickens to the Cowboys and it's an insane receiving duo. So yeah, it will be a tough game, but the Packers always step up against the Cowboys. Week 6, the Bengals. That's gonna be a fucking tough game. I have the Packers losing because I think Joe Burrow's gonna go nuclear as he always does. Week 7 is the Cardinals. I have the Packers winning this game because I doubt it's one of the 3 games Kyler Murray goes ape shit. So yeah, I have winning the Cardinals. Week 8 Steelers. This is gonna be a tough game if Aaron Rodgers is under center. I believe that it's gonna be a Packers loss if and only if Aaron Rodgers is the quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers, because Aaron Rodgers will probably go all out for this one. He'll put it he'll put it all on the table. Week 9 Panthers. I expect the Panthers to improve vastly from last regular season. So it will be a tough game, but if the Packers are gonna be, or if they're gonna make some noise in the playoffs, they gotta win these games. Week 10, the Packers being on a hot streak are primed to get their revenge against the Eagles. But since the Eagles are fucking insane roster, it's gonna be a very tough game, and I predict the Packers will lose. Week 11 is the New York Giants. It's an easy win. Week 12 is Minnesota. We will probably split with them like we normally do. But the Packers, the Packers are probably gonna. I would rather the Packers win Week 18 than win Week 12. But if if Trey Hendrickson is on the Packers, I think we'll sweep the Vikings because of all the pressure we'll be getting on JJ McCarthy. Now Week 13 is gonna be a loss against the Lions on Thanksgiving. I have the Lions starting slow before heating up as their new coaches kick it up a gear. Now going on to week 14, I think we'll beat the Bears handily. I think we're sweeping the Bears. No bias, the Bears just suck. Moving on. Week 15, that Broncos defense is going to be nasty. They added Tyler Fuhunga, something Fuhunga, and Dre Greenlaw. Those are insane pickups. Now you're mentioning they drafted like one of the best corners at the draft. But the problem is, I don't believe. I just don't believe he not that good. I just is what it is. He's I don't think Bo Nix is he's a serviceable quarterback, but I don't think he's special. So I have the Packers. It's probably gonna be a low scoring game. So I have the Packers edging out the Broncos in week 15. Now week 16, you already know the Packers beat the Bears again. Lol. Looking Caleb Williams gonna throw like 3 pick sixes. No bias, of course. Now week 17. I have a shootout going on with the Ravens, which unfortunately will end in a loss. Lamar Jackson in the regular season is fucking a scary, scary mode. But if we say you don't fuck with Lamar Jackson in the regular season, you better wait. You better wait until the postseason gets here. And then week 18, we beat the Vikings, ending off strong in the playoffs. I have the Packers going. Let's see, what was that? That was 13-4. No wait, 12-5. Alright, I have the Packers. Scratch that. If we get Trey Hendrickson, we're beating the Bengals. He's gonna have the revenge game of ages. So with Trey Hendrickson, I think we go 13-4. Without Trey Hendrickson, I think we'll go 11-6. So I'll have the Packers split with the Vikings if we don't go on and get Trey Hendrickson. All right, that is my prediction for the Packers schedule. Now, will the Packers have what it takes going into the postseason? I don't know. Jordan Love will have to step up. This is a big year for Jordan Love. I know he was injured, but still, his campaign in 2024 wasn't exactly inspiring to say the least. He's got to work on his picks and his poise under pressure. But this season is gonna be a big season for him if it's gonna answer a lot of questions. If we go if we lose again in the first round, it's gonna be terrible for him. But he has this is his year to show if he's worth the massive 55 million a year he's getting, I believe. So yeah, he's gonna have to show out and not fold under pressure in the big moments. That is the video, and thanks for watching.